Let's stay in LA. Matthew Stafford headlines love-hate for the quarterbacks on the love list against the Ravens. Need anything more be said?
Yeah, by the way, I can't throw a football, but look at Matthew Stafford hosting a show. Like he's Johnny Interview over there. He's also been Johnny Quarterback. Last 4 weeks, Matthew Stafford is 4th in fantasy points per pass attempt. He's been on fire, and now he gets the Ravens, who have allowed the most touchdown passes this season, including 8 in their past 2 games as they continue to get banged up on that defensive side. They're 31st in pass defense. They're 29th in pressure rate. So Matthew Stafford, not the most mobile guy, but should have a pretty clean pocket here. He's got healthy Puka. He's got healthy Devontae Adams. I'm his QB6 this week. I'm going to start him this week over Drake Maye. He's been sitting on my bench. I should have started him last week, but that's going to be my quarterbacks this week.
Okay.
Matthew Stafford and Jaden Daniels. Drake Maye on the bench.
Yeah, I agree with that call.
On the road at New Orleans.
I agree with that call, but Drake Maye still on the love list for me. Favorable matchup against the Saints pass defense that doesn't scare you, ranks around the bottom 10 in most metrics. I think Drake Maye's the real deal.
I agree with that.
We can see his game log this season to date.
Last week was brutal.
Against the Bills that was one of the great disparities between real-life performance and fantasy performance. I thought he was fantastic in that game. He just didn't get the touchdowns.
That was what was brilliant. This is why fantasy is such a cruel game. He was brilliant as an NFL player, didn't translate to fantasy points. Ramondre Stevens was awful as an NFL player.
Gets in the end zone.
But got 2 touchdowns. 7 for 14 yards, but the 2 touchdowns and the fumble.
I think the hidden thing with Maye is that his performance is so correlated with Stephon Diggs looking like the old Stephon Diggs, because now he has a legit wide receiver 1, which didn't have anything close to that last year. Caleb Williams has a legit wide receiver 1 as well in Rome Odunze, and he's on the love list.
Yeah, he also gets my Commanders on Monday night, which as much as I love my Commanders, opposing quarterbacks love them as well, because over the last 4 weeks, they give up the 3rd highest passer rating. They're giving up 9.3 yards per pass attempt. That is the most in the NFL over the last 4 weeks. And 3 of the last 4 quarterbacks to face my Commanders have scored at least 18 fantasy points. Williams, off the bye, runs more than he gets credit for. You already know we like Odunze. I think you'll see more Luther Burden and Colston Loveland. They're young guys getting involved. And so Caleb Williams is my number 9 quarterback this week. He's a top 10 play and what should be a fun one on Monday night. I hope my Commanders come through. Remember last year they had the Hail Mary.
Sure.
The Bears lost, when Tyreek Stevenson is jawing at the fans and we completed a Hail Mary. I wonder if that play will be shown 8 billion times on Monday Night Football.
Yeah, I suspect it will. Whatever the line is set there, I'll take the over on the amount of times that is referenced. Justin Herbert probably shouldn't need a last-second Hail Mary to beat the Miami Dolphins. Dolphins coughed up a 17-point lead to the Carolina Panthers.
Yes, they did.
They're not very good. Justin Herbert has been absolutely under siege the past few weeks, just in terms of his pressure rate. His offensive line can't hold up. You know what a good antidote is for that? The Miami Dolphins, who cannot get any pressure in terms of most fantasy points allowed to quarterbacks. Only the Cowboys and Ravens have given up more than the Dolphins. So I think Herbert, after a tough couple of weeks, I think he gets right against Miami.
Yeah, especially because, by the way, the running game will be lessened without Amari and Hampton. So I do think they lean on the arm of Justin Herbert. How about some guys, others receiving votes? And it might surprise you to know that, but we talk about how the Chargers are first in the NFL in pass rate over expectation. Denver's actually 6th.
Yeah.
A Sean Payton offense 6th in pass rate over expectation. Bo Nix is averaging over 35 pass attempts a game, and now he gets the Jets, who allows touchdown passes at the 2nd highest rate. You also saw Mac Jones there again. We're expecting him to make one more start for the Niners, at least one more start, as Purdy recovers. He's had 3 starts this year. He's averaging over 19 fantasy points per game. He's averaging over 300 passing yards per game. Mac Jones is when watching Mac Jones over the last couple of weeks, you sort of I get why there was they were sitting there going Trey Lance, Mac Jones in the draft. They honestly, they should have drafted Mac Jones. I mean, they got bailed out by Brock Purdy in the 7th round, but ultimately, Mac Jones has looked like a good fit for Kyle Shannon's offense, which is one of the reasons why he liked him coming out of Alabama.
Executes the offense, and Shanahan trusts him.
Hey, it's Matthew Berry from NBCSports.com and RotoWorld.com, and I want to thank you so much for watching whatever it is you just watched, or if nothing else, being too lazy to click out of the autoplay after this video started, after whatever it is you actually wanted to watch finished. But now that you're here, I'd like to take a moment here to ask you respectfully now, okay? I'm asking you respectfully to subscribe to the NFL on NBC YouTube channel. You'll get the latest RotoWorld fantasy news headlines, all sorts of great shows, including my own Fantasy Football Happy Hour. So go subscribe now. Again, I'm asking respectfully.